Hey guys, it's Dave Mason here. I'm with I Found Agent, and today I've got a special guest, one of our own clients, Sean Hahn, with West USA Realty. And Sean and I had a conversation about 8 or 9 months ago, and he called me up. He's like, "All right, what should I be doing with your system?" And it's the same answer that I give to all of our clients: is really you want to be managing your past clients, your leads, your sphere of influence. Very easy to do. I've had and still, I'll be honest, not everyone is doing it. And
Right.
uh, it's so easy to do. And I just wanted to bring Sean on here. And Sean, are you a tech person?
I am not.
But you're not bad.
No, I mean I can do emails,
That's
and
good. Very good.
I'm. This is pretty cool. Whatever we're doing here, this is. I feel pretty powerful.
So we had the conversation, and I told you what to do, and you did it. That doesn't
Right.
happen all the time.
It took me a while. It took me. You badgered me for a while before I implemented whatever it is we're doing.
I did. And what was life like then, and how is it now? And what
Um,
you noticed?
well, I mean, I have a quite a few past clients that I've only communicated with in a couple of ways. One is postcards, and then the other is Christmas cards. So, and that's all sort of like fun, sarcastic sort of ways of just making people smile and having them hopefully they remember that I do real estate. And so I've not given them really anything of value until your software system has enabled me to communicate with people and actually show them what their neighborhood looks like and give them the ability to see homes and pictures and values and stay up to date with the market.
Exactly. I was joking with you once, and I said, God, I wish somebody would set that up for me because I own a house. Every time I drive by a sign in my neighborhood, I have a little bell that goes off. Oh, I wonder what that's listed for. Or the sign, sold sign goes on, or the sign goes down. As someone that lives in the neighborhood, I want to know. And who better to tell you than the agent, not Zillow. But I'm so used to seeing it. As soon as I see it, I open it up, and I probably spend 10, 15 minutes just going through what's going on in my neighborhood every time, and I'm looking at other properties. So it does work, but you have to do it. So
Right.
you're doing it, and I know that
Yeah.
you're super busy now from doing all that.
Yeah, I hired a guy to help me that has a real estate license to help me build it because it was with the amount of past clients that I have, it was a little overwhelming for me to sit down, carve out some time, sit down and do it. So I just hired a guy to do it, and he helped me, and I paid him a reasonable dollar per hour, and he could set up the search and plug in what's similar homes, and so that goes out, and then not only that, but he builds a blog based on that search criteria. He builds a blog and posts it on my website. So that's more content that goes out that people can potentially trip up on and find it and then contact me and say, hey, yeah, I'm interested in a 4-bedroom house in Scottsdale in that particular neighborhood.
Well, actually, yeah, it actually does it when you make the campaign for the client. It actually automatically is making the post for the website. So
Yeah, it's awesome.
it anyway. What advice would you give to a new agent? I mean, you've been in the real estate business 24 or 5 years now.
No, 29.
29.
Yeah, going on 30.
You look so young.
Ah, thank you.
What advice would you give for them? For people that maybe they're just getting started, they kind of let it. It kind of got away from them. Getting it.
Well, when I first started, I was 6 months in the business, and another agent who'd been in for probably 10 years at the time, he says, you've got to stay in touch with your past clients. So back then, his advice to me was postcards. So I started postcarding clients immediately, and it's been great. That's been a great way to be able to reach out to people. And I do it with, like I said, sarcasm. I do it with photos of me with my face on other people's bodies and stuff like that. And it's been great. But this, another past client of mine gets my postcards and he loves them. And then he would send a picture of a postcard that some other agent was mailing him that had, recent solds in your neighborhood. And, showed a dot where his house was, and it showed him other little dots and values. And he says, you should be doing something like this. Well, so a better way to do it is, rather than postcard people with that kind of information, is to email it to them. And so they can click on things and look at the photos and look at the videos and look at the maps, etc. So this has, to me, this is a non-negotiable. People have to be staying in touch with their past clients and giving them something that has great value, and they're interested in nothing more. I mean, what could be more interesting? What is my biggest investment worth? What's the market doing for me? And then it enables them to look at the website and log in and create their own searches for, maybe they're looking for a home that they want to look at. So now they can log back into my website and create their own searches and get me involved. So yeah, it's a no-brainer, and it's a non-negotiable as far as I'm concerned. I wish I'd have done it sooner. I mean, really, it was silly for me to make excuses to not put this together.
Well, you did it, so that's what counts. So if somebody wanted, or this is going to go all over the country, if somebody wanted to get a hold of you, how do we do that?
Well, my name is Sean, SEAN, and my last name is Hahn, HAHN.com. SeanHahn.com. That's the best way. Just go to my website, and my phone number is right there, 602-361-6047, and get a hold of me pretty much 24 hours a day. I don't sleep. I just work all the time.
He's calling from a hotel room. He's on a mountain bike race, so he has balance. So
not much.
If you have the automated marketing going, look what you can do. You can actually take vacation. So that's nice. So anyway, thanks for being here.
My pleasure.
Appreciate it, and let us know how you're doing.
You got it.
All right, thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.